You guys ready to rock?
Yeah.
Do it.
Yo, you know what it is. Welcome to another episode of The Table. As you know, my name is Eyekon, and to my right, I got my incomparable co-host, Mike Theory.
What's up? What's up?
And across the table from me, the knockout machine himself, Tito Mercado. What's cracking, brother?
Nothing, man. Can't complain. Just chilling.
What does it feel like knocking out almost every single person?
It feels good, but what a lot of people don't know is like it's like a bittersweet type of thing. Like I wanna punish dudes a little longer. Like sometimes most of my knockouts were like in the first 3 rounds, so I'm like, damn, all this training camp, all this sparring I did, it's like, damn. I felt like I wanted to get more out of my
Out of your training camp?
yeah,
More ring time?
yeah, more ring time because I mean, like I said, most of my fights like, end within the first 3 rounds.
Are you going for the kill, or is it just happening naturally?
It's happening naturally. I mean, obviously, if I see you, then I'm gonna try to finish you. But other than that, I'm just trying to box. I'm trying to get some rounds in.
Do you think that that's hindering this fool from getting the bigger fights because he's sleeping everyone and everyone's scared to go night?
Yeah, it has to play a part. Like you got somebody up and coming, like 16 and 0.
95%, 97%?
Like, technically it's like what, like 93.8 or something like
Yeah.
that. Like it's like some
99.9, baby.
Yeah. But yeah, like especially if you got guys that are chasing the belt and are chasing, or they're in line for the belt, they're top 5, they're like top 10, and you have somebody that you're trying to get in the top 10, you're trying to move up and get in top 5, and that's how boxing is. You know, they build compared to like MMA stuff, but boxing they build fighters, so you're picking and choosing your fights, you're making sure the right one. So man, if you're that close to getting the belt, you're gonna be fighting somebody that's knocking fools out, or you're gonna
Ducking for sure.
yeah, you're gonna move. You're gonna maneuver.
He's like,
Yeah, I'm not taking that fight. You especially fools that have been around for a minute, like it's a chance.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm a fan, so you want those fights because I feel like one loss shouldn't that shouldn't mean nothing.
Right.
If you're losing to another great fighter, you're losing to another great fighter.
Right.
So, but that's not the game, right?
Yeah. No, it's a whole different. I mean, compare like basketball and all these other sports, they could take a couple L's, right?
Mhm.
I mean, I guess boxing is just a little bit more critical and stuff like that. But nah, man, I had like a lot of times too where I had like my dad telling me, "Hey, yo, stop knocking these dudes out so damn early. Carry them a little longer."
Yeah.
It's harder for us to get these fights that we're trying to call out. You know, but a lot of these guys in the top 10s, we call them out and they declining them. Obviously, I mean, for good reason. But you know, there's a lot of times where he's like, "Yo, slow it down a little bit." And this last fight I had, I was going lighter. I wasn't throwing too hard. And the dude didn't come out after the 3rd round. I said, "Damn, well,
Sarmiento? Sarmiento?
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Well, the last 2 didn't come out after the 3 rounds. So I was like, damn, like I can't even. I'm trying to work now and I still
Yeah.
can't work.
And you were Mr. Sarmiento's second loss ever, right?
Yeah, his
So
first
this
loss.
fool was 21-1 before he fought him. I pulled up your box rec because I wanted to see who was the person that survived. But on the mobile version, it doesn't have it expanded to say your way of victory or whatever.
Yeah.
How long ago was it that the person survived?
That was in last year, July.
Who was it? I'm looking at everything. Was it
His name,
Bielma?
Nah, he's from Africa. His name is Soloxani Indoheni.
And
How many rounds was
Doheny.
that fight?
We went 10.
10.
And that
But-
was 31-2, so that was his second L ever.
Yeah, his first L was to Devin Haney.
Can't be mad at it.
Yeah, no, that fight, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I would have fought him in the States, I would have knocked him out. I actually fought him that fight in Nicaragua. So when I got over there, I fought in Nicaragua before.
Oh, you're saying it would have been a TKO probably.
Oh, yeah, man. When I got over there, I felt drained. It was humid over there.
I
Mid-
see what you're saying.
Mid fight, well, not even mid fight, like within the 3rd round, it started raining. You could see the rain hitting the damn ring. I just felt,
Oh, you were outdoors.
yeah,
Fire.
We're fighting by the beach. It was cool,
Yeah.
but I wish we would have got there a little earlier. I think we got there like 3 days before. If I would have been there, if I would have done a camp out there, I for sure would have knocked him out. But now within the 2nd round, I was already asking my dad. I was like, "Damn, what round we in? I'm tired as fuck. I couldn't breathe. I was exhausted."
Well, what is it? Like elevation, or was it the humidity, or what do you think it
I
was?
think it was the humidity.
And the jet lag.
Yeah, it was all that. And then on top of that, he does have a weird style, but it was really because of those 2, man. I had no energy to throw punches. I was like, damn. And he obviously has a lot of experience. So I was like, I got to really just do what I got to do, use my experience, pull it out, and get this victory. And there's a couple times I had him hurt. I was like, fuck, I'm too tired to finish this.
That's tight. let's take it all the way back to the beginning, brother, because I don't think I've seen any full length interviews on you like that. Talk to me about where you grew up and what was it like growing up there.
Yeah, I grew up in Pomona. It was cool, man. You know, dominantly, obviously, there's a lot of Hispanics and blacks. I graduated from Pomona High School, so you know, obviously, there's a lot of. I mean, Pomona's it's no secret. There's a lot of gangs there, so thankfully, you know, my dad always kept me kind of grounded and you know had me focus on boxing, and I never got caught up in none of this stuff. So yeah, man, my whole life I grew up in Pomona, California.
For sure, your homies are banged out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What got you into boxing? Did your dad, your pops box and all that, or you grew up around it? Like, how did you get in?
He boxed before, but I never really knew as a kid. I started boxing at 5 years old. I never really knew until he started training my uncle. My uncle was getting into some stuff, and I guess my dad took him to the boxing gym, and that's when I kind of started picking it up because he was either at work or at the boxing gym. So I was like, I kind of seen him, and I was like, this looks kind of interesting. So most guys, you get them, they kind of either getting in trouble from fighting, right, or their father just take them to the gym. But I kind of threw myself onto it, and I told my dad I wanted to start boxing, and then from there, the next day, I started just working out, waking up at 5 a.m, start getting the routine done.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's right.
I hope my son adapts to it like that too. He just wants to be down. What do you think when you started, what were some of the things that might have discouraged you from wanting to continue? Or you were just with it all the way?
As far as, I mean, I guess a little bit in the amateur career, a little bit. In the beginning, especially during that time, there was a lot of kids that were in my weight class that had a lot of parents that were judges. So a lot of them had influences, and a lot of times
That shit don't even make no sense.
Man, you'd be surprised at the stories. You know, there's times where I heard other judges, they'd be like, oh, you know, my son's fighting Tito, boom, make sure he gets that win. And, you know, it's times like that where it did discourage me a little bit, but, you know, thankfully I stood grounded, and I was like, you know what, a loss in amateurs ain't too, I mean, it sucks, but it ain't too big. You know, once I get to the pros, they won't be able to deny me. So I was like, I'm gonna just keep going. And thankfully it all worked out for me.
How many amateur fights did you have?
Man, I probably had like, I want to say a little bit over 300.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's what age were you when you first started?
Boxing, you can't have your first amateur fight till you're 8 years old. But I started training at 5 years old.
Damn.
Yeah, so as soon as I turned 8, I got my first fight in right away.
Were you doing smoker fights at 6 years old? No, I'm just kidding.
I know they're doing something like that right now, though. I heard about it.
Really?
Yeah, I heard about something.
Child labor.
I heard about something. They started like some little organization. I heard.
If you see me right there, don't tell nobody.
Nah, I got you.
See my kid just whipping everyone's ass.
It's just crazy because I know fools that have their son, like their kids in wrestling, and they're already cutting weight and shit, and they're like 10, 11 years old, cutting weight to go to wrestling
Nah, that's
tournaments.
That's abusive, man.
Don't count on me to cut weight, baby. You see it?
Nah,
It's just wild.
I know when I got my kids, I ain't pushing them to box for nothing. That's a lot of damn work people don't know about.
My kid likes it already. Like, he's challenging me to box regularly. I bought him the little, I don't know, you know what I'm talking about, the little spring thing.
The level bag, yeah.
Yeah,
The one that comes back to you.
Is it a double M? Is that what you call it?
Yeah, the one that comes
that's
back
right.
to you.
Yeah. So he hits that, whatever. Me and this four sports fanatics or boxing fanatics, I guess you could say. So we're never missing a fight. So he fucks. We'll see how he feels after he gets cracked for the first time by someone that's not me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not even so much the fighting. Look, if your son could take a shot, that's one of the best signs you could get. Obviously, most boxers, they look good doing the mitts and all that. If they could take a shot, it's a good sign. But it's like the weight cut you got to go to. There's just a lot of things that are into it. You get me? Like, you got to be kind of isolated at times. So I think that's the part that kind of really for me is the weight cut. I'm like, damn, I don't want to be cutting no. I like to eat shit. I'm gonna be honest.
Have you ever had any difficulty cutting weight?
I mean, there's been times, but for the most part, I'm pretty good. I got people working on that for me, so I'm able to just shred down pretty easily.
Do you stay like year round, like watching what you eat year round, or like you kind of like?
No, I try to stay as disciplined as I can, because if not, damn, it's gonna cost me.
Yeah.
What's your regular cheat meal, if that's what you want to call it?
I wouldn't say like a regular cheat meal, but I like sweets, man. I like eating chocolate, so I be eating like the Hershey's with like almonds and stuff like that. I like eating shit like that, which is bad. I'm like, damn.
I mean, one chocolate bar, how often though?
Nah, it's not a chocolate bar. I be eating like bags and shit. Yeah, that's my problem.
How often though?
Pretty often.
Pretty often.
A couple times a week for sure.
Your metabolism's already in high gear, brother. I think you're gonna be all right.
No, yeah, I'm straight, but at times, or at least the last like month before camp, I gotta like really cut it down.
What's the most you cut for a fight?
For sure, over like 10 pounds. I think that's like the normal.
That's
I think
like average.
Yeah, like 10 to
And-
15 pounds normal. I know some dudes that be dropping like 40 though. That's crazy.
40 pounds in what, 3 months?
Yeah,
That's like a jail program. That's vicious.
yeah, they be doing it. I mean, look at David Benavidez. He looked like when he fight now, he looked like 200 something pounds, and
Yeah.
he fight at what? Well, we used to fight at 168.
Yeah.
He looks huge.
But he goes in a fight like 205. Like at 168, they were saying that he.
Where's
comes
this fool's rehydration clause at?
That's why he don't fight for IBF.
That's what I'm saying. But dudes like that,
That's fire.
that's a normal walk around weight. 205. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's wild.
But he performs good. Most dudes can't perform good, or at least if you get hit like that, damn, bad news comes out of it. But he performs good though.
Did you face anybody in the amateurs that you may or may not have come across or would like to come across in the pros?
Yeah, I mean, there's some guys right now that are coming up at 40. But I guess the main guy that I really want that I didn't get to fight in the amateurs was I was supposed to is Keyshawn Davis.
Mm.
I was supposed to fight him in the Olympic trials.
A good fight.
Yeah, I was supposed to get that fight in, but unfortunately we weren't able to get the fight in, and yeah, man, he just runs his mouth a lot.
Well, you're fighting your next opponent, right? It's he beat him, right?
Yeah, he just beat Pedraza, but he brought him down to 35 though.
Mhm.
Pedraza's been fighting at 40 for a minute. So I mean, once you go down to 40 after you've been campaigning there for a little while, it's a little difficult. He looked drained. So I'm planning to go over there and just do it better than he did. And I mean, technically he stopped him on his feet. I want to go and knock him out. I think that'll send a better statement.
So Pedraza, you think this is supposed to be like your test? Because he's fought in a lot of big names. He's
Yeah,
fought in like Lomachenko. He's fought in Davis. He's fought in Barboza.
right.
He's lost to those guys, but he has that experience in the ring with like big names. Do you feel like this is your test, or this is your like what's gonna get you like those bigger fights if you go out and win this one?
I think so, man. Like you said, man, the only time he's lost is to dudes that are either world champions or on the road to becoming world champion. Arnold Barboza, Keyshawn, those guys are like one fight. Well, Keyshawn's already about to get his title fight,
Yeah.
but all these dudes are one fight or about to become world champion. So I think me, go there beating him, not just beating him. I don't want to go there and just say, oh, I got a split decision or beat him. I want to knock him out, but to be able to beat him, I think that kind of measures me and shows where I'm at.
Make a statement.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, regardless, even though he lost him, he still put up good fights.
Yeah.
He gave them some rounds, and that's what I'm hoping he does to me.
Yeah, he does have a couple losses, but he's only been knocked out twice. So out of all those times, only 2 people, right? So
Right.
go and put that statement. It should put people on notice.
No, yeah, most definitely. And like I said, man, the times that he's been knocked out with Gervonta Davis, he got back up, he was on his feet, and then Keyshawn stopped him on his feet. I think it'd be great if I knock him out and he don't get up. I think that'd be different.
Hey, this fool's resume is impressive.
Yeah, he's Puerto Rican.
Yeah, I saw. It's 'cause this fool's half Puerto Rican.
I know.
So if he goes a little too hard for Pedraza right now in this interview, don't mind him. He fought the Matrix. He's fought Jose Zapata. Okay, yeah, he's taking L's to he beat Javier Molina. Shout out to the Molina
He
family.
fought, Jose Ramirez too, no?
Yeah.
He caught that out to Ramirez.
I mean, all the losses are notable names. So
Dang,
That's a
is
good
he gonna
look.
have an L right there? We're gonna see, Pedro. No, yeah. I was this is gonna sound really reckless, but so I did a crash course on you when I found out we were gonna interview you, and then I look in the comments to see, little people say, because that's where the real stuff happens in the
Yeah.
comments. Trust me, I know it happens to me all the time. And someone said Pedraza respectfully, may be out of his prime. Do you think that's true?
Who's out of this prime?
Pedraza.
Nah.
I don't think so,
I don't
fool.
think so.
That fool's fought some legendary at 35. I don't know.
It's because boxing is different. When you have 3 losses or more, you're considered washed.
After this fool, he's gonna be lost.
But that's not how it is in boxing. Like you lose 1 fight and then all of a sudden it's the end of the world. Like you lose 2 fights, it's the end of the world. Like I don't feel like it should be like that.
I think it depends on how you lose. If you get fucking nasty slept, then okay, yeah, maybe. But
Well, it's not the end of the world.
if he gives this fool a hard time, then maybe he
you
can
need to
still.
take the proper time off too, like in between fights. If you're getting knocked out coming back, like that's not good. You need to take the proper time off. You got to recover. But that's how boxing is. You have a prospect coming up, and that's why you're building fighters. And then you lose 1 fight, and all of a sudden, everything you did off that just one fight. You have 20 wins, but you lost one time, and now you have to go back all the way to the beginning.
That's reckless.
Like that's one thing that made me like start going towards MMA a little bit more, but just because of like
the loss isn't as critical.
Yeah, the loss ain't critical because you're putting on good fights, and then that's hopefully that kind of like you kind of seen that nowadays, like with Turkey and what he's doing with the building up bigger fights, like. And the rematch clauses in them are good, yeah, because we got those 2 fights back to back with Tyson Fury and Usyk. Like
that was back to back.
Yeah, that's a back to back.
That was fire.
That's fire.
And I'm sad that he lost.
Me too. But we're getting good fights, right?
The cruiserweight. That's what he used to call him. The cruiserweight.
Yeah.
Beat that fool twice. That was pressed.
Pretty much cruised through the fight.
That's nasty. What was I going to ask you right now? When you were you're still coming up, but throughout most of this time prior to Matchroom, how did you book all of these fights?
Man, mainly just kind of just navigating it.
Shout out to whoever the matchmakers were just vibing with you.
I mean, most of the time it was my dad. My dad was right there grinding it out, and then we even did our own promotional company for like 3 or 4 of those fights.
That's fire.
Yeah, right here at the it's a little place right there off of Central. It's called like the Lum Color Center. We did a couple fights there. I fought Hank Lundy there. And then
I wish I would have known. I would have bent the corner.
Nah, and he was talking a lot of shit. That fight was lit. And then I
gave that fool the business respectfully. Poor Hank Lundy. Yeah. Did you ruin his next fight? Wasn't he supposed to have a big fight after you?
Yeah, no. Well, the whole thing was when he was supposed to fight me, he backed out of the first fight we had like in February to fight Adrian Broner.
Oh, he fought Broner.
Yeah, he didn't fight him though. He tried to get out of our contract. He said he tried to fake an injury to go there.
Nah.
And then we offered because I mean the whole thing was kind of annoying. So we offered to fight Broner instead. He declined. He was like, nah, we don't want that. We want Lundy better. I was like, oh, cause he's scared. So we try to get that smoke and say we're like, just beat Adrian Broner. That'll be a bigger name. We'll fight him at 47. Fuck it. He declined it, and then we ended up getting his punk ass back. And then I just knocked his ass out in the first round.
How often? What's the most time? How many times have you fought in a year?
I want to say
4.
Nah, I know for sure 5. I want to say 6 pushing, but I think it's 5 the most I fought in a year.
That's fire.
That's a lot of fire.
That's the only thing too about kind of navigating your own way. You could kind of dictate
what you want.
A lot of these guys, great fighters, man, but they only fight once, twice a year. A lot of it too is, obviously on the fighter too. Like you got Tank. I mean, he fights like once a year.
Yeah.
But being kind of like independent, you kind of fight as many times as you want, and that's what I want. That's what I need.
Do you think Matchroom will let you fight at a high frequency, assuming that you're continue on putting everyone to sleep early?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think so, for sure.
Well, like maybe 3 times.
Right now, I don't feel like they really got no star right now. So I think for me to just be knocking fools out, I think it's in their best interest to just keep throwing me up there right now. They got Shakur and all them, but nobody wants to watch that. And I want that fight too when he comes up to 40. That's the fight I'm looking for.
You think he's gonna come up to 40?
I think so. He talks crazy. He's like, I could go up to 47 today. I'm like, no, you can't, bro. Yeah, you can't punch.
He's also been talking about he wants to become undisputed at 35. That's gonna take some time.
Well, if he's not gonna fight Keyshawn, which I assume that he's gonna beat this dude Berichick, he's not becoming undisputed because they're not gonna fight each other.
That's a tough fight though for Keyshawn. He's fighting Berichick. He's tricky. He's tricky,
but I think. I don't know. I just think
the speed of Keyshawn's gonna.
I just think he's too young. I think he should be able to beat him. I mean, he looked good his last fight.
Yeah,
he looked good his last fight. But I think he beats him. I mean, they're setting it up for him to become a star, obviously.
Yeah. So nobody wants to fight him.
Yeah.
Nobody wants. So Keyshawn taking this fight, it's big.
Yeah.
Like because nobody fights this fool. Like everybody's ducking him.
Right.
He got power.
Yeah. So I mean,
similar to your situation, no?
Nah, he ain't got my power though. Nah, we ain't similar in that sense. But and he ain't got no chin either. But like I said, man, hopefully he becomes champion, man. That way, when we get our fight, the build up is crazy. Most likely he'll probably come up to 40 by the time I'm still champion. So that'll be a dope fight. Him and Shakur. I know they both buddies. I'd like to knock both of them out. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want like their whole stable. They just talk too crazy.
Yeah.
God, I like you, man. Jeez. What would you do to beat Shakur Stevenson, sir?
Man, I don't gotta do nothing different. It's just I already have, I think, all the attributes I need. I mean, I'm a big guy. Most of the dudes he fights are little dudes. I'm a big guy and I can box too, and I got pop. So it's gonna be difficult for him. Most dudes, they don't know that I can box. They think I'm just a power puncher. So once I go in there and start flicking my jab, they're like, oh shit, it's a lot different. But I
That's
don't
a
know.
strong jab.
Yeah, I know how to box, man. I mean, I don't want to say like that, but I haven't lost to a slick fighter, man. I don't know since when. Like I don't lose to dudes with that type of style. That style's pretty easy for me. But man, like I said, he just talks too much, and now he's fighting a kid. Literally, his name is Kid. I mean,
Yeah.
the dude just talks too much. He just talks too much. So
What do you think about that fight?
I mean, you should be able to beat him easy, man. I mean, the kid's a kid, literally.
Yeah.
I mean, and then his last fight, he looked horrible. And that dude, I sparred that dude before, and I dropped him in sparring. The dude he just fought, what's his name? Renee something. Schofield just fought.
Yeah.
The one that dropped him. I beat the shit out of him. So I mean, I'm like, but yeah, he should be able to stop him, maybe even stop. I doubt it though. You don't got power, but he'll be able to beat him for sure.
How did you end up at Matchroom?
Man, just in talks with promoters. We just felt like it was time already to get these eyeballs on us already. I felt like we had too many fights that were kind of under the radar. Good wins, but under the radar. Where you got some of these guys that don't even deserve the attention. I don't want to say it in that way, but
I get it.
Like who?
You're dirty.
I don't know, man. Like all these prospects right now, you got going on like Emiliano Vargas, Abdullah Mason. These guys who are not really fighting big names like that, at least not in the caliber that I'm fighting. And these guys are getting more, I guess, mentioned more than I am, right? And like I said, man, I just feel like we needed the eyeballs on us. And Matchroom's been doing big fights, so I'm like, why not them?
Do you think you're better than Emiliano Vargas?
Oh, come on, man. Like he's still fighting dudes.
Shout out to the Vargas dynasty.
No, cool, good people, right? But I mean, we keeping it a buck. I mean, he's not on the same level as I am. I mean, what is he, 16-0, fighting dudes that are like 10-7 still? Come on, man. We're in two different categories.
I do shit like that in the video game that they got right now.
Oh,
What's it called? Undisputed?
Undisputed.
Yeah, I do shit like that to maintain my stats.
yeah. And he just moved us to 40. I think it's a big mistake. I think the kid should stay at 35. But that's just my opinion. Hopefully, if they moving him the way they keep moving him, he should be fine.
You're a down ass fool.
Nah, they try to move too fast. He end up
This
running
means
into
every
me.
single word he's saying. I'm looking at
Yeah.
him say this shit.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in his mind he means this shit. You're down.
Yeah. Nah,
Down asshole.
if they try to move him too quickly, he's gonna run into a brick and shit. So he better just slow down. If they taking him carefully, like they taking him, he should be fine. But just don't speed him up too fast. 'Cause I heard he's talking a little crazy too sometimes.
Do you think that's a problem with some fighters that and I don't mean this towards the Vargas family or anybody in particular, just in general? Because I've even seen some fighters that I see like I'm not even gonna burn out where. But anyways, point is do you think sometimes fighters move too fast or get too big for their britches as opposed to taking it slower and maybe their career with losses or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've been seeing lately a lot of upsets, especially with these guys that are supposed to be prospects or at least guys coming up. I've seen a lot of upsets, but I don't know if it's so much these guys that they're losing to. I don't know if it's so much they're a step up in competition, but I don't know. I think these guys just not either don't got it or something. But I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of upsets lately, especially these up and coming guys.
Yeah, this whole year has been a lot of upsets.
Yeah,
For real.
I don't know if it's because the whole fighting in different locations, like you were saying when you went to Nicaragua,
Yeah.
like they're not getting acclimated to the situation, or they're actually running into competition that's like you're saying, like you say that you're better than these guys that are getting the shine that you're not getting, right?
right.
So maybe when they actually make those fights that people have been wanting to see, the result is the guy that's popular is actually not on the same level, or is the acclimate. I don't know what it is, but this whole year has been pretty interesting.
Yeah, man. But regardless of being acclimated or not to like a certain place you fight at, you got to figure out a way to win regardless.
Yeah.
I figured out how to win. I mean, I won every single round except one because I took that round off. I said, fuck that, I need this round. I'm gonna start cruising this one. But nah, man, if you're gonna become a great fighter, if you were gonna become one, you got to figure out a way to win. And I don't know, man. I feel like this year I've been seeing a lot of upsets. I think next year we're probably gonna see the same thing, a lot more.
Yeah.
Except Tito Mercado.
What are some major upsets that you witnessed that you couldn't believe happened before your very eyes?
Damn, that's a good one. I just seen a lot of prospects dude getting upsetted. I don't got no particular name on me. I mean, I guess the one with Leon Paro, Sabir with Matias, that one kind of surprised me a little bit. Just the way he kind of fought. I thought Matias was gonna do a little bit more.
Yeah.
That one kind of surprised me a little bit. I think that's probably the biggest one. That's probably the biggest one, to be honest with you.
You wouldn't say the Munguia one?
Oh, that
Ooh,
was
you know what?
crazy.
You know what? Probably that one,
Yeah.
actually. Because the dude only had like 5 knockouts?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I couldn't believe that shit.
he didn't see it coming.
None of us did.
No, like, yeah, he didn't see that punch at all. Like,
That was crazy, actually. You're right.
I was gonna say maybe Ryo beating Pitbull. That was a master. Okay, that was a random wild knockout. Munguia.
yeah.
But Ryo put on a vicious master
Oh,
class.
he controlled that whole fight.
That was crazy as fuck. I was watching him in training camp at RGBA, and I don't recall seeing that game plan employed. He was just doing whatever he was doing.
I was at that fight, and it was crazy because everybody's talking shit. Like, I'm like,
He's winning.
We're not watching the same fight because everybody's drunk. Of course, they're drinking at the fights, and
Everyone wants to see Pitbull do some hyper aggressive shit.
Yeah.
Nah, he got outclassed, man.
He did. Nah, dude's moving on his legs. People can handle it. If you standing in front of him, he gonna fuck you up. But nah, he boxed nice that fight. You know, well, if you guys were at that event, then you guys probably seen that. I don't think it was an upset. I didn't really know the dude, so I can't really say. But that Martin Piccoli dude, when he knocked out Jared Anderson, damn, he fucked him up.
yeah.
You saw that uppercut he hit him with? He hit him with like a George Foreman uppercut. Fuck, that shit was nasty.
Yeah.
That was pretty nasty.
What other vicious upsets were there?
What about that one kid? They were kind of trying to blow him up too on Top Rank. What's his name?
Kansas?
Damn. That dude was like what? 19, like 16, knocked him the fuck out.
I didn't see that.
Shout out to Kid Kansas. We still got to get that interview in, brother.
They said walk into it too. That motherfucker just walked into it. Boom.
I wasn't expecting that either, and it's fucked up that you mentioned that because last night my son was like, put on knockouts. So I put on best knockouts of 2024, and
Popped up.
he was on there. That shit made me feel bad. I changed it.
Damn.
Don't want him to see Dada's friend getting put down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was an upset, man. I mean, especially with the dude's record. He was like 19, 16. I think he had like one knockout. Literally one knockout. That was crazy.
Let me ask you this, and it's a unique question. You're probably going to say nobody, but you're a down-ass fool, so who knows what you'll say. Who do you think is dangerous in your general vicinity of being able to box?
I would probably say, I know I could beat him, but obviously, probably, I would say Tank. Probably Tank.
You could beat Tank Davis.
I'll beat the shit out of Tank, but
That's fire.
But he's probably the one that poses the most threat out of all the fighters that I see. Just because he could kind of do everything too. A lot of people don't give him credit for boxing. He knows how to box.
He knows how to box.
He's patient. He's real patient. So
Highly patient.
if you're not patient, you kind of did the shit Rolly did, you're gonna get slept. So I mean,
everybody did.
Right.
every one of his fights, they do exactly.
I think the only one got
the
lucky.
same.
The only one that got lucky was like Pitbull because he came in crazy, but I think that's the only one that got lucky.
I think Pitbull, his style is tailor made for like a Tank because Tank's he's gonna be patient. He's gonna wait for you. So he's letting Pitbull walk.
Yeah.
Pitbull never drops his hands.
Yeah.
He never does anything out of the ordinary. He just walks forward and stays tight. So you're not really giving any Tank no options.
Right.
So and Pitbull's just as disciplined as Tank. Like he's gonna stay to the game plan. You never see Pitbull do anything that besides go forward and throw the jab and then throw over right hand rights.
Yeah.
And keeps it tight. That's all he does.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I might get a lot of hate, but because everybody's in love with him ever since he lost it to Tank. Everybody's in love with him now. But he doesn't do nothing. He just walks forward, stays tight, jab, overhand right.
And he was getting frustrated when he was missing all those damn shots with Ryu. Yeah. He kept turning to the side. But that's kind of the way Edgar Berlanga's acting like, huh? After the loss of Canelo, he acting like everybody love him and shit.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, you ain't do nothing, brother. You ain't do nothing.
He's on
he got highly paid.
No, he got highly paid, but he acted like he world champion. I'm like, brother, you didn't win nothing.
He needs that.
He just got the champion bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just need to make that Caleb Plant fight already and stop playing around.
Who do you think wins that fight?
Caleb Plant.
Caleb Plant's a bad. I feel like he was on a roll until he fought Canelo and just got dogged out. And now instead of him feeling like everyone loves him after that loss, he feels like.
Yeah, but he lost to Canelo, then he lost to Benavidez. But
That's valid.
He was winning the Benavidez fight until Benavidez knows how to use his weight, and he just tires you out and throws those punches. And they're not like they're strong punches, but he keeps his weight on those punches at the end. So you have to carry the punches of that weight. And then if you watch when he fought Plant and then when he fought Andrade, same thing. Like you just tiring him out with those heavy punches.
I don't know. I feel like I give Berlanga a chance in that fight just because he comes in huge as fuck.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I heard Trevor McCumbee was putting hands on him a little bit on Caleb Plant.
Yeah, but then
I never heard of Trevor McCumbee in my life.
No, but he looked strong though in that fight. He looked strong, but Plant pulled it out.
Yeah, I feel like he should be able to box him out, but I think if he gets caught with a shot, maybe.
Yeah. I think
regardless, Berlanga's still a big puncher.
still a big puncher, but I just think that the Plant's defense
Yeah,
is gonna his defense, and then I think he has his IQ is a little bit more.
yeah, that's true.
When you were in talks of before you were actually like leaning more towards Matchroom, did you have any options of going towards Top Rank or Golden Boy or anybody else? Or
Yeah, all of them, man. Well, Golden Boy, Top Rank.
what did you see in Matchroom that was made you choose Matchroom over the other promotional companies?
I feel like he can make the fights that I want happen. He's the only guy that I've seen right now making the fights happen. I mean, he promised Berlanga the fight with Canelo. That's why he signed with him, and he gave it to him. So, I mean, I feel like he's able to give me those fights that I want with Shakur, with Keyshawn. He works with everybody. So, damn, I think that shit's easy to make with him. I think we can make the biggest fights happen, and we can make the biggest bread with him. Easy.
You think he's gonna feed you a gang of UK fighters?
He could. I mean, he has a lot unstable. I have no problem knocking him out if they lead to where I want to go to.
I mean, at the very worst case scenario, at least you're gonna go to Europe, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Worst case, huh? Nah, at the Wembley Stadium or something. That'd be pretty dope.
That'd be fire.
That'd be fire. That'd be dope. Yeah, that'd be dope. Or Saudi Arabia or something.
What does your 2025 look like? If you can map it out, everything goes the way you want. How many fights you're fighting in 2025 and who you're fighting?
I think for sure 4 fights probably next year. And then well, obviously after Pedraza, man, we want to get somebody in the top 10. And then from there, man, I would really like a title shot right after. I know people might be thinking I'm crazy, but I think that's what I could. I think that's what I deserve. But as far as who I think my fight, I don't know, man, because the 140 and 135, everybody keeps switching. Like as far as champions, now you got Ryo as a champion, you got Pitbull, yeah, all these guys keep switching, so that's kind of hard. But I would definitely like a fight with like Tito or is Devin Haney still champion in recess? Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's still a champion in recess.
I think Tito or Devin Haney would be dope. I think I'll knock both of them out, to be honest with you. They both crazy in the head already. That'd be dope. They both. I mean, come on,
Yeah,
man.
no.
Yeah, have you seen Tio's interviews? That motherfucker's delusional as fuck. I don't know what the talking about half the time. They be trying to take the microphone away from him.
Teal's
Yeah.
training. Is he officially with Canelo?
Yeah, he's training. He's like, I don't know. He's not.
He's not
promotional.
signed to Canelo
No, he's not signed-
Promotions,
He's not signed to Canelo, but that.
but he's definitely right there.
And his
Yeah.
dad annoying. His dad annoying. You heard that right?
Yeah.
We're gonna fight Lomachenko, bro. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, somebody shut this dude up.
It's like that's the new age, right?
I think all it takes is just for me to knock his son out so he shut up a little bit.
They would definitely complain if that were to take place.
That'd be dope, man. Look, we both Central American. You know, I got Nicaragua in me. He got Honduras in him, and we could do that fight like in damn Florida or something. We have all the Central American come with knock his ass out from his people.
You're crazy.
That'd be
huh?
dope. That'd be dope. And he from Florida, so fuck it, might as well.
Are you ranked as of now?
And the organizations, I think I'm ranked in the WB. I want to say WBC or WBA, like top 20. But
Being ranked in WBC ain't a bad thing, baby.
I want to say one of those two, like top 20. But other than those, nah, man, that's why we're trying to get on it right now.
That's
But
whack.
you know, one or two fights, man, with the right promoter, it could change a whole lot, and depending on who you beat too.
Because haven't you beat other ranked fighters, or you beat someone that got ranked after they beat the same person, or something like that?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, for instance, I don't want to say names, but I know there's certain fighters that I beat, and then the next dude beat him right after me. He got ranked like in the top 10. I'm like, what the? And I didn't get ranked. So it's crazy how this whole politics things in boxing work. That's why we trying to be like, nah, man.
Is that like part of the reason why you signed into Matchroom to get that notoriety more? If you win, they know you're signed to Matchroom. That plays into the politics.
Obviously, man, every promoter has a certain organization that's in kind of, I want to say in their pocket, but that kind of prefers us. You know, we know that, for instance, the Top Rank, most of the fighters go for the WBO belt. You know, Keyshawn's going for that belt. Most of the guys that they have all have a WBO belt. So certain organizations have certain, I guess, ties to promoters. So
Certain relationships.
yeah, like
Who would you say this Matchroom got?
I want to say maybe IBF. I want to say.
Rehydration clauses in your future, brother.
Yeah, I ain't tripping about that. I ain't gonna make no excuse. Fuck, if it's to be champion.
I'm mad at it.
I mean, after I win the shit, I'll just drop this shit. Worst case, shit. Worst case.
Who are the top 5 boxers currently in your mind right now,
Right now,
aside from yourself, sir?
I want to say Usyk, Crawford. This is not no order.
No
Yeah,
order.
Usyk, Crawford. I want to say Tank as far as excited, but really he hasn't really fought nobody like that. That's why everybody keeps talking to him like he's like the 30-year-old prospect or some shit. You know? I didn't even realize he was that old until I actually searched out. Like, dang, he's old as.
Calling Tank Davis a 30-year-old prospect is
Wild.
crazy work, brother. You're
But I would say Tank, and then damn, that's from there. It's kind of hard, man. I would want to say anyway, and then the last one's kind of like a wild card, man. You could either throw Fury in there. You could probably throw damn. I'll just throw Fury in there.
Do you think Fury's coming back from back-to-back losses against Usyk, or is that it?
I think he'll probably fight AJ.
I don't wanna
If you
see
want
that
to go
shit
out with
no
a big
more.
payday, he would. I would.
That would for sure result in a very large payday, but I feel like that's like fighting for second place.
Nah, it is, but I think at this point, I think they just settle for that.
Well, you can't. You already had 2 fights back to back for the belt. You can't fight again for the belt. Like, bro.
Is Wilder coming back from that vicious twirl?
I hope not.
He needs.
You're a dick.
Yeah, he has to work his way back up because you got Dubois, you got Josh Parker deserves a fight.
How old is Josh Parker?
I don't know, but he deserves something.
He's like, I don't know, but he earned it.
After his last 2 fights,
It's valid.
that against Zhang,
And
I can't believe Zhang did that to Wilder. That
He
fool
was
got
hurt in that
punched,
fight.
did a
Yeah.
twirl, and
the worst part is it was matching up to all his training little things he was doing. Remember he was doing like I think he did a twirl a couple times.
oh yeah.
He was practicing for that shit.
That was man. Another one I just saw
yeah,
on the knockout reel.
I just hope he don't come back to fight Fury or some shit. I don't want to see that shit again.
no.
I heard something about talks about another one. I said, no, you want to watch that shit.
The fight that has to happen is
Anthony Joshua versus
Fury.
Tyson Fury is
That-
super valid,
that has
super
to
fire.
Yeah,
This might be. I don't want to see Dubois versus Usyk again either.
no.
I feel like I don't know. He came in all crazy on that ring. You saw that?
Yeah, but he has to get through Parker.
Oh, he has to fight Parker.
February.
You think he beats him?
I don't know. It's gonna be a good fight. Parker, he got hurt by Zhang, but he came back.
Yeah.
So but Dubois got power.
Yeah, Dubois
He got big boy power. Like,
Yeah.
so we'll see. I'm rooting for Parker.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
He
just
probably do it.
like a story. Like that fool came back. He's went on a tear.
Mm.
His last year and then so we'll see. Because if he can beat Parker, then he'll get that fight against Usyk.
Yeah.
But I don't see him beating Usyk. But you get the shot. You never know when you get the shot, and it's boxing.
Yeah.
You never know.
Never know. I like to see Dubois versus Bacoli. I think that dude would knock his ass out.
Yeah.
Motherfucker's huge. You seen him?
Nah, and that
The Bacoli dude, motherfucker big. That's
He's
what she
like,
said.
yeah.
set him up, dog.
Damn. So who's your top 5 all time?
Sugar Ray Leonard, Alexis Arguello, Roy Jones. Damn, now you push me right here. Let me see. Damn, I want to say, damn, it's a good one.
It's the first time I see him stumble.
Yeah, this one's kind of hard because there's a lot of good fighters, man. Like I said, Sugar Ray Leonard, Alexis Arguello, Roy Jones. I'll throw Chavez into the mix. And then
Junior, right?
No, hell no. And then I'll throw in, you know what? I'll throw in fuck, this is hard. That's a hard one. I'll throw in Roberto Duran.
Fire.
Yeah, I'll throw in Roberto Duran. That's a hard list. A lot of great fighters, especially back then. There's a lot more now than a lot more than back then than now.
Do you think in their prime you could be any of your top 5?
Yeah, I think so. But but for sure, I feel like there would have been harder fights than they are now. I feel like back then there was way better fighters.
I like this guy a lot, dog. That's fucking crazy. If you rapped, I would tell you got a free freestyle coming your way right now, brother. Damn.
Nah, I think those are great fighters, but I think there were better fighters back then than now. Now, right now, I feel like I just watch everybody real quick. Oh, then it's gonna take me a couple rounds, but they're gonna go down. It's gonna take me a couple rounds.
This is dope.
Yeah.
Dang. So let me ask you this. This is a good question that I forget to ask most of the time. Do you believe in sick ass Tito? This fool said he will beat everyone in his top 5. I've never asked anyone that question, but I'm glad I asked you, brother. That shit's lit. That's gonna go viral. I hope.
What
it
are you
does.
playing when you're working out? Like what music are you playing when you're working out?
Depends, man. We usually have like 2 different type of playlists. We either got like a Tupac type of playlist going on,
Fire.
or we either got like some cumbias and shit. Just really depends. I don't really like playing. I know people are gonna get hot take on this, but I don't really like playing like paisa shit during training camp. Like corridos, I feel like it's too slow for me. That makes me want to be like, give me all sit down. I like to move on my feet. So either like cumbia, merengue type shit, or like Tupac, something like to hype me up a little bit. One of those 2.
What nationality are you exactly?
I got half Mexican and half Nicaraguan.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
Have you ever? Well, yeah, you fought in Nicaragua. That was. Is it beautiful?
Oh yeah, it's nice, but humid, but it's nice over there.
Did you vacation there, or you were just there to fight and you dipped?
No, we stayed out there a couple more days, but I've been out there a couple times already before.
How's the beaches?
Oh, it's nice. Way nicer than the ones over here.
Where's your favorite place to vacation at thus far?
I would probably say Nicaragua, just because the food, everything, I like it over there. Sometimes when you go to certain places, like you go to, like I've been to Europe and stuff, the food, like sometimes it's nice views and everything, but the food just doesn't add up.
My boy had to eat French fries and chicken nuggets out there.
They'll just give me a sandwich. They give me like a tortilla, and I was like, what the hell is this? Like
they give you what is it called? A crepe? No, it's not a crepe. A wrap? A gyro?
Gyro.
Yeah, they give me like some weird shit. I was like, what the hell is this?
Nah, yeah, I don't fuck around.
Yeah, but
I want a sandwich with bread, a baguette.
if you guys never been to Nicaragua, I recommend that over there.
I'm trying to find a place to go, and I don't feel like going to Cancun for the 80th time. So
Yeah, Cancun. I've never been there actually. It's nice.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Also humid.
Oh, humid.
Was it humid or dry? No, it was humid.
It's humid.
No, yeah, Cabo's dry heat.
Oh, bro.
Sick ass food. So, on average basis, what would someone make maxed out in your particular?
In my particular situation,
Mhm.
maxed out 6 figures.
That's fire.
Yeah, maxed out depending on who you fight too. It got
No, of course,
everything
of
got to
course.
add up, right? But I mean, maxed out the fight makes sense, the venue, everything, big undercard, probably about 6 figures.
Well, I'm asking you to ask you, what is the largest purchase you've made thus far, and do you regret it? Or like, let me rephrase that all. What is the stupidest shit you've bought after getting some bread?
I want to say the stupidest shit, but the most probably expensive thing I ever bought was I bought a 1976 Cadillac Eldorado. Yeah.
An Eldorado?
Yeah.
Let me
Don't
look
tell
this
me,
shit up.
don't tell me you're an Impala guy.
No, I also own a Cadillac.
Okay,
But not an Eldorado, brother. 1976?
Yeah, I got a picture. You want me to show it to you?
Well, yeah, let's see yours. Oh, it came up 5. Oh, you know what? Is it convertible?
Yeah,
I respect it. Go ahead. What color is it?
I got it red.
That's what he has right there. Well, I mean, I guess he's going to show us his, but something like that? Oh, that's beautiful.
That's clean.
That's even better than the one in the photo. That's
Yeah,
nice.
That's clean.
The one in the picture had a white top.
Yeah, this one's black, so I saw that. I was like, it's clean. I don't usually go for red cars, but I was like, this one stands out.
No, that's fire.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Yeah. So that's probably the biggest purchase I've made.
That's not that bad.
Yeah.
That's actually dope as hell.
Yeah.
Anything that you regret?
Purchases? Not really. I don't go too crazy. Like I have a couple chains, but I don't go max out like these rappers do, like 100, 6 figures on a damn chain. But nothing I regret.
I respect it.
Yeah.
Being Latino, do you believe in ghosts? Do you feel like moving away from boxing again before we get him with the weird shit?
No.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Handle.
He said, go ahead.
Yeah.
You know what? I wouldn't say I believe them. I know they're real though. I don't know if that makes sense.
Have you ever seen any?
Nah, but you know what? There's certain times where I heard like some weird. There was this one time we was at a tournament in Arkansas, and I guess that hotel is like right next door to the hotel that Al Capone used to stay at.
Oh shit.
And they said there was a whole bunch of like dead bodies, like people would jump off the damn balcony to the pool in that hotel. And then we would hear like some weird shit. And then one of our teammates, the mom, she said that she saw in the morning, she went to the bathroom, like somebody put in writing, like the window, the bathroom window gets fogged up when you take a shower.
Mhm.
Like it was like, I'm gonna kill you or some weird shit. Like it was like some weird shit. So we got out of that hotel quick.
That's wild.
But a couple of times when I went to the balcony, I feel like I heard some like voice whisper in my ear type shit, like to jump. I'm like, oh hell no. So I don't know if I would say I believe in it, but I know they're real.
Yeah, I feel you.
I don't get into all that brujeria. You feel me? I try to get away from all that. That's just scary.
I respect it. Do you believe in aliens?
Nah, I don't believe in aliens. They might be real though, but I don't believe in them.
I believe in aliens.
You believe in aliens? You seen some?
You've been abducted?
Nah, I just feel like there has to be.
Probably, huh?
Like if you like just look at science or just look at like planets. Like we can't be the only fools. Like it just doesn't make sense.
You think they actually look the way they look though, like bald headed, like, or you think they actually look like probably like us type shit?
I don't know. I think there might be like fools that are like big head, little bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there also might be some that look similar to us.
Yeah.
But they just like we're the only planet in this whole and space is supposed to be so big
Yeah.
that we're the only planet that has like living people on it.
Probably.
Like
Probably. It's just every time I see like the UFOs like spottings, I feel like these motherfuckers be photoshopping this shit. Sometimes I can never tell.
What about now? Like in the last 4 weeks, there's been all this drone bullshit, all this other bullshit. Have you guys ever seen the videos of like the turrets? I could be saying the wrong shit, but the anti-air, the machine gun shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They let off on a UAV or an unidentified whatever the call UFOs these days.
yeah.
They let off on the UFO and the UFO blasted them.
Have you seen? There's like
That shit was fire. I was like, no.
there's like video footage of like a UFO or like an object like coming out of the water and then like going back into the water like fast as f.
Have you been seeing the well? With that being said, have you seen the video saying that outer space doesn't exist and it's actually underwater?
No, I haven't seen that.
I don't even get high like that. I don't even smoke weed to
Yeah,
be
no.
That's crazy.
stoned and be going on these weird ass missions on the internet.
But
But
it makes like
I'd rather be outer space than in the damn ocean like that. Ocean is scary. Once you go like to a certain part, it's just dark.
have you ever gone on a cruise?
Nah, those trip me out.
I like the ocean.
I do too, but when I was on a Carnival cruise, I did some simple shit like from here to it goes from here to Catalina to Ensenada or something like that. I saw a shark cut in half. I mean, obviously not perfectly cut,
Right.
but I saw half of a shark body just floating in the middle of the ocean. I was like,
Damn.
Fire.
what the? That is
Yeah.
fire.
I got chased by a sea lion in the ocean.
Damn.
Does that have a big? Is it the seal or a sea lion that has big ass teeth? One of them has big ass teeth.
I think you're talking about a
No,
walrus.
walrus.
Yeah, you're right.
Those motherfuckers scary.
But a sea lion is bigger than a seal. It has like the bigger whiskers. Like
Yeah. You're scared? I would have been
Yeah,
scared.
yeah.
I don't even mean it like that.
well, no, hell yeah.
It's like a mini dolphin, huh? Type shit trying to fight you. Damn near.
Yeah, that shit's huge.
Where the is this at?
This is when I was in the Marines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I've been to a lot of ocean destinations
So
with you. I
we're
don't recall you getting
So
chased.
when you're driving up the 5 freeway, like you're passing like Camp Pendleton, you're going. It's called
Paradise Cove?
it's called Red Beach, but it's off of Los Pogas.
Isn't La Jolla full of those little bastards?
La Hoya?
La Jolla Cove?
I don't know.
It's like the most beautiful beach.
I think
That's where everyone's getting chased
I
and
think
shit.
those are seals.
Oh, okay.
That's in San Diego, right?
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think those are seals. But we're doing like it's called broaching drills. So so I used to drive like the black rubber boats, and we're flipping over. So you flip over the boat, and then you have to like
Reflip it, get back
because
in.
case like if when you're in the ocean, your boat gets flipped over. It's called broaching. So we're flipping, and we got to reflip the boats and get everybody back in. So I'm sitting there, and the boat team is flipping the boat over, and there's a fucking sea lion. It's like swimming in the ocean. And the safety boat comes around. They start throwing MRE bread into the water, and that fool starts swimming closer to me.
Yeah.
Start swimming away, and that fool swam like under my legs, swimming around. I'm yelling at the team, "Hurry the fuck up! Flip that boat over!" These fools are just laughing, throwing bread in the water.
Do we know if they have ever attacked humans?
I don't know. I don't.
They look
Well,
aggressive.
Him swimming through your legs seems like he was having fun.
Well, it's not like it wasn't like through my legs.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
under,
yeah.
Like under,
Yeah, near you.
Yeah, near.
Period.
And that shit's huge.
I would have. Did you have your sidearm on you?
No, in the ocean.
I would have gave that fool. I don't know. I would have busted.
Not
that
even a
fool.
knife, nothing.
Yeah, well, yeah, I have knife. But
Yeah.
I'm just swimming like not
Yeah.
even thinking about that shit. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to swim away. I'm trying to get back in the boat.
Are you scared, Loki, or not?
Yeah, scared. I'm more scared of that than I was like.
The visibility must have been shit. You couldn't have known.
Not until he was close. So he probably like when we first seen him is from here, maybe a little bit past the door. So he's like that close, and he just pops his head out of the water, and that's a big ass sea lion.
Damn.
Like what the fuck? And then they start throwing break. It gets closer. As it's getting closer, like you hear like voice getting a little high pitched. Like hurry the fuck up. Let's go.
Are you the only person in the water?
No, I have a whole team.
But
So on my boat team, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, so 7 people plus me.
I would have
Yeah.
felt press.
Yeah, I would start swinging my knife around that water like that.
I'm just trying to swim away, trying to get back in the boat.
What do you think about Oscar De La Hoya? Just to switch lanes, that shit. Fucker might not want to go in the fucking ocean for a little while unless it's crystal clear. What do you think about Oscar De La Hoya's clapback Thursdays?
I think it's funny.
That shit is amazing.
That's just tight.
I think it's funny.
Did you see his last
Don't
one?
like it too much. He goes in on Eddie quite a bit.
Yeah. Long as they don't go in on me, we straight. No,
I'm mad at it.
No, he's cool though.
The song, did you hit his like 2024?
Oh, that was crazy. The 12 days of whatever the fuck.
Yeah, 12 week, whatever it is.
Hey, that fool's on Canelo's head, fool.
He always mentions Canelo Han in his clapbacks.
And no matter what, at the end he says fuck him.
Yeah.
Why? Just cause.
Well, because Canelo be throwing shots, so
Can't be mad at it.
Nah, it's cool though. It's kind of like it's been like a little trendy thing with that.
yeah.
Imagine Oscar had an actual pod.
Damn.
Legendary shit.
Now we got open chair.
You want to know what? He's liked comments, he's liked DMs, but he's never actually said, and I at him, and he's actually never said anything about agreeing to an interview ever. I could say a million things about interviewing him, and then I'll give him a positive post, and he'll like it. Come on.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying we kiss ass, but we be showing that for super love. Well, we're both from East LA, so
Yeah.
be like the East LA legend, the golden boy, blah, 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 pride of. If we don't give a fuck. Do you think you could beat Oscar in his prime? Like, yeah, absolutely.
That's the mentality you have to have when you're going up against full fighting, throwing punches. Like, you have to feel like you're gonna beat everybody. Because if you have that one thought, like, oh, I might lose.
Nah, that's it. That's
like,
a poison.
it. You lost already.
Yeah.
Damn. Who have you tried to challenge that's ducked you? Or let me rephrase that. Who have you tried to get into talks with to fight and they didn't agree?
There's a lot of fighters, but I mean, I guess the most
Notable.
notable and most recent was Barboza last year. Golden Boy.
Who did Barboza fight when he said no to you?
He fought the dude that I fought in Nicaragua.
Oh, really?
He fought him. I was like, I mean, the dude's like 28-0, almost going for why the fuck you fighting him? If I just fought him when I was 10-0, and I was considered a prospect at that time. I'm like, what the fuck you fighting him?
Barbosa's our friend, bud. No,
no.
He's like
in negotiations with him, or you just sent him a contract, or you
No,
just...
they sent us a contract.
Oh,
they sent us an offer. I thought maybe they thought I was gonna bluff it or like, nah. I was like, all right, cool. I signed my shit. No, they ain't saying nothing back.
Damn.
And then after that, I was like, I saw he was fighting this dude. I was like, someone grab my opponent. That's crazy. That's crazy. After I left him too, I was like, damn, they ain't giving no time to heal because I left him with a big ass heel, like a big ass eye, the dude from Africa. And I was like, damn, they ain't giving no time to heal or nothing. They just threw his ass in there like that.
Oh, why? Because he pulled the guy still went over there looking damaged?
Not damaged, but I mean, after the way I hit his ass, I mean, you look at his face, it was all up. That's a couple months ain't enough to get them. Nah.
Well, it was like 3-4 months after your fight, or a little bit.
Yeah, like 3-4 months, but they gave him like a week notice too. They called him like the week before. But I was cool taking the fight. But yeah, I got nothing back. So they hit me up. It's not like I'm over here saying, oh, I sent them. They hit me up. So we're like, all right, cool. I'm down. Nothing.
That was last year?
Last year, January, yeah.
I'm all thinking deeply.
Yeah.
That's way before because this year was the Haney
That was the
Garcia shit.
That was the card that Virgil came back to. His first fight back at 54. He fought like a African
Oh, yep.
Okay.
It was in that card I was supposed to fight him at. Yeah.
That would have been fire.
That would have been dope. That was in Vegas too.
Yeah.
And he's a top 10 dude, so that'd been a good win. But
Top 5, dude.
top 5. Even better. But now I gotta keep waiting.
We hope it goes
was
better.
before Matchroom, right? Or
Before Matchroom, yeah.
Maybe that has something to do with it.
Well, they wouldn't hit me up if it had something to do with it.
You know what? I have no idea how that all works.
Yeah.
I'll call him after.
I think it would have been worse if I was with Matchroom, because then it probably, obviously they don't get along either. So, but now before that, they would not send me offers. Then they was not, unless they thought I was just gonna bluff it, like I said.
yeah.
I talk my shit, but I don't think they think I'm for real. Like, I don't know if they think I'm.
Damn. So who would you like to fight next after Pedraza, assuming that you win?
Anybody in the top 10? Barboza.
You got 3 names.
3 names
Yeah.
that I really want to fight, or
Yeah.
more, like most realistic.
Most realistic.
Most
Most realistic. Barboza, maybe Jose Ramirez, or who else we got in the top? Kind of not top 10, well, top 10-ish. Let me see. Barboza, Ramirez, maybe like dang, who else we got? I'm trying to think of somebody that's not a champion. No, maybe even Hitchens, even though he's a champion, but it
Did you just
it could get
didn't
made.
you just say that fool was whack or some shit
He is
recently?
whack. He is whack. He is whack. But we will match him, so I can see it down. I can see it in a fight or two. It should be easy to make. He is whack. I think he's a. They hated when I said it, but I think he's a horrible version of like Roger Mayweather. And I said it how it is.
Yeah.
And if you seen Roger Mayweather, no disrespect to him, he became a world champion, but you see the way he was moving around like Bambi and shit. That's the way that's the way he fights to me. You know what I mean? So that's the way I saw it.
That's crazy. Huh?
Yeah.
Now and he talks crazy too. Like I said, man, the whole little stable right there, they talk real wild.
Yeah.
I wonder if Eddie Hearn is gonna let you run through everybody.
You should.
It
should.
don't hurt him.
Like I said right now,
If belts move, but they stay within the organization, that he's still getting paid.
like I said right now, besides, I mean, even though he got losses, besides AJ, who's his real star like that? You can't really say he has a main guy like that. Like PBC got Tank, obviously. Golden Boy got Ryan, right? Who's he really got like that besides AJ? Because he's a heavyweight though. He always gonna make money.
Yeah.
Right. It's just in his best interest to let me go through everybody real quick.
Damn. What if his next 4 fights are literally everyone he just
Bam
said?
Bam signed with Matt.
Oh yeah, Bam too. But he's at a lighter weight, so I feel like they don't get the recognition.
Yeah.
The lighter weights is kind of harder.
That's a bad dude right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to fight on the undercard that they had in Philly. He was on that one.
That would have been fire.
That would have been fight. And then
Yeah.
John Ennis fought on that one too. That would have been fire.
No, yeah, that was a good card. Damn. What else is going on with you?
Nothing, man.
What do you do for fun when you're not boxing?
I'm usually just shooting the shits, playing video games, golfing, or like shooting. I like going to the shooting range every now and then. Just chill.
I'm not a bad shot. This guy's professionally trained.
Cause you're in the like army or what were you in?
Marines.
Saw combat, so
Yeah.
it's not like he was just some fool.
Yeah. Damn. Where you tore at? Or how many years you got?
I did 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah, I extended my contract. I was gonna re-enlist, so I extended my contract, but then I ended up not re-enlisting.
Gotcha.
What was your job? You were the one that painted the laser strikes?
Nah, I was a FO and a mortarman.
No, didn't you tell me you? No, I was gonna take it a crazy place right now.
You're trying to figure out where to take it to, huh?
No. I say it sometimes. Damn. So, what you know about golfing?
Not much, to be honest with you. I just started getting into it. I seen some dudes, not dudes, but like Michael Jordan and all them. I seen them golf. I'm like, I wonder what it does. Teaches you patience and shit. It's cool. Sometimes you can't control things like the wind and stuff like that.
Oh
So
no, that's some professional shit.
So it's hard. It's hard to like really get it down. So it teaches me patience. It's cool though. I like it.
Where do you golf at regularly?
It just depends where I'm at. If I got my golf clothes with me. Like,
Oh, straight up.
yeah. If I got it on me, if I got free time, I'll just go. Sometimes after the gym, usually.
That's tight.
Yeah.
Like just the driving ranges or to actual courses.
Depends if I got time. If I go to the courses, it's probably on the weekend, like on a Sunday, because that's the time I usually got a lot of time. The courses take a minute, but usually I'll just go hit the driving range. It's
Yeah,
cool.
be there for hours.
Put on my little headphones and shit. And they're hitting better than me and shit. I'll just put my head down.
I've tried to go golfing on a real golf course once with drummer.
Yeah.
Vlog never came out. Shout out Turtle. Pomona, drummer boy, young drummer boy from
Oh yeah,
Pomona.
yeah.
That's good golf. It's not easy.
Nah, I remember I bought some clubs. I went. I had the big driver. I think it was like after like 2 or 3 times I went. Boom! I broke the driver, and I was like, "Fuck, shit's embarrassing." Motherfuckers just looking at me right there. I have my big ass stick right there broken. I said, "Damn." They're like, "This bike's golf and shit."
Why? Because if you don't have the correct form, you break your golf clubs or some shit, or
Yeah, no, I think I hit on the damn like the little fake grass part. Yeah, it's like
yeah. I don't think you need to overexert yourself for the shit to go flying. I don't think, right?
yeah, no, it's hard. No, yeah,
Finesse.
I mean, yeah, I seen dudes that just like barely tap that shit be flying.
Mhm.
You gotta have good form on that shit.
You be golfing?
Top golf.
Talk
You
about-
do go to Top Golf.
That's it.
They
I don't
tax you,
care.
though.
You're still fucking it up there, right?
I guess to me,
If you're connecting, you're doing good.
yeah. Well, because like they have like different games, so I like playing like you have to like you hit a certain like the target and you get certain
Oh
points.
yeah. That's fire.
If you got a group, Top Golf is dope. But I feel like other than that, they tax you though.
Yeah.
Like $80 will get you could at least like spend like 3-4 hours at the range. Right there, you get like what, like 30 an hour.
Yeah, but
30
I go and have like I'm chilling. Like,
Yeah, no, if you're
couple
doing
drinks.
yeah.
And shit. What do you think about the Catterall and Barboza? Who do you think?
I think that one's like 50-50, to be honest. I really don't know who's gonna win that fight. I would want to say my boys gonna get mad at me, so I'm gonna say Catterall right now.
Damn, Catterall's gonna win.
Yeah,
Do you want to bet bread?
I'll bet bread on that one.
I
And I
like
think
that.
Catterall gonna pull it off too. And if it's close, he definitely not gonna win that fight. Why is he fighting him in Manchester? That makes no fucking sense. Why you gonna go to his hometown? You know, if the fight's close, he fucks up. They gonna give it to Catterall. They ain't give it to Barboza.
That is a unique
But,
and valid take.
but when you want that belt, sometimes you gotta sacrifice. And
True, but they both kind of in the same position. It's not like Barboza's under Catterall. They both been waiting for a title shot for a minute now. Well, I mean, Catterall did get it though. He lost against Josh Taylor, but
yeah,
they both in the same kind of
But
position. Golden Boy could have.
and then he won the rematch. Catterall won that rematch.
Yeah, he won the rematch.
So it's like I think it's just because of the Catterall. He's had the title fight, so he might have a bigger name than Barboza right now.
Yeah.
Just so Barboza's just taking that chance. You go out there, you take that chance, you win. That's gonna put him in the position where you want to be. So sometimes you got to take that chance, and if you don't take that chance, then you're not getting that fight.
I know this fight says it's a final title eliminator, but if it ain't, I like the winner of both of those.
Yeah, because who knows if they say it is, but then Teofimo still has to win, or whoever he's fighting, and he has to accept it.
Yeah.
Because they're making Teofimo super champion, right, or some hell.
And when you're super, that means you don't got to fight a mandatory,
Yeah,
right?
you don't have to fight a mandatory. You can pretty much pick.
That's
one
some
fight.
bullshit.
So they're saying it's a final eliminator, but now it's really up to Teofimo if he wants to accept that fight.
And he don't like Barboza. If Barboza doing, I don't think he's gonna give him that fight.
That's hateful.
I know he's been asking for that one for a minute.
Yeah.
What makes you say Catterall could be Barboza? You're saying that just for fun?
Hell no. Nah, I think they both got a kind of like a similar style. They both want to box around move, but I just feel like I want to say Catterall has just a little bit more in the tank. I mean, he looked good against Josh Taylor. Progress went look whatever, but I feel like as far as experience wise against good fighters, I feel like he has that. But I mean, I could be wrong. Shit, it don't matter to me. Shit, it ain't me taking the L up there. Shit, I ain't worried about none of that.
We're gonna see.
But regardless, whoever wins that fight, I like that fight.
I feel it. Should be a good one. I don't know. Anything you want to leave the people with before we clock out, my brother?
Nah, man, just stay tuned. January 25th. Pedraza's gonna get knocked out, and just stay tuned, man. Follow me on my social medias at Real Tito Mercado, and like I said, man, just stay tuned for me because we're gonna do some big things, and all your favorite fighters are getting knocked out by me. Straight up.
Anything you want to leave the people with, Mike?
No, I like this guy.
Nah, I do too. Make sure you guys follow him. His IG is in the beginning of this interview. Dang. Tito Mercado. You definitely got the charisma, my brother, and definitely got the hands as well. So in this day and age, all you need is a little bit more clout, and I think you're gonna get all the looks you need.
Yeah, more eyeballs. That's why this fight it's gonna be good.
Shout out to you, brother. Good luck. I don't think you need it, but look forward to seeing the fight.
Wish Pedraza looked.
What round? What round do you think you're gonna knock him out in?
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking about it. If you talk too much, I'll cut down the round. I'll cut down the round shorter and shorter. My dad told me to carry his ass a little bit. He said, but if his peanut head ass get a little too crazy, just take him out quick.
What round? Just for fun. What round?
Okay, predictions.
Why you want to bet money on it? You want to put in your bets in Vegas or what?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what? Let me see how I want to do Pedraza. I want to get some rounds in.
He said,
but I want to.
This was down as fuck.
I ain't gonna lie to you. There's times too where motherfuckers like, hey, I put a bet on you, boom. I could force a motherfucker to get knocked out too if I want to. I think that's certain things. Some fighters can't do that. They can't force a motherfucker to go down if they want them to. You get me? I feel like I got that special little trait. I don't really see fighters like that. If they really want to make you go down by will, I can make a motherfucker go down. But I think probably honestly, Pedraza goes out. I want to take him to 5, but I think realistically he going out in 3.
I'm gonna see what my bookie could do, man. We're gonna see what the bookie could do, man. Knockout though.
Knockout in 3.
Knockout in 3.
I respect it.
Cause he gonna come forward and he gonna run into some shit.
Damn.
Nah, cause he heated right now. He heated on the press release I did. I said some shit. He said he's gonna remember that. I'm like, remember, motherfucker? Like I'm like smoking Friday. Remember, take a picture right now. I don't give a fuck.
Tito Mercado. Shout out to him. Make sure you follow him. This has been another episode of The Table. Shout out to my sponsors, Cookies, Royalty Honey, Vibes, Shockaware. Make sure you hit all the links in the description with the promo code. You know what it is. We're out of here.
Boom.
That's crazy.